As I begin, I would like to thank all the veterans who are in attendance today in the gallery, and certainly reconfirm the Premier's words of thanks and gratitude for the sacrifice and contributions that you have made to this great country, to protecting our freedoms and standing up for our democracy. It is a tremendous honor for me to be able to rise today and pay tribute to those Canadians who served in World War I. Many people say that the First World War was the birth of our nation. And this weekend, as we mark Remembrance Day in Winnipeg this year, we will also be commemorating the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. We will remember those brave Canadians who served and helped to lead the Allied forces to victory in that great war. Now, it should be noted that towards the end of World War I, between August 8th and November 11th, 1918, in what would become Canada's 100 days, our soldiers launched a series of surprise attacks and breached the Hindenburg Line, which made up the German defenses. Now, that is significant in the contribution that our forces made, because our Canadian soldiers had a reputation for being among the best attacking soldiers participating on the Western Front. Now, as a result of that battle, victory would be soon met by the Allied forces. Canadian soldiers certainly played an important role, being the vanguard for those attacks. Now, the reputation of these troops was so awesome that their movements had to be kept secret, because if the Germans became aware that Canadian troops were on the move, they would know that an attack was imminent. During this conflict, more than 60,000 Canadian soldiers lost their lives. More than 170,000 were injured. And that 100 days, Canada's 100 days, saw 6,800 of those sacrifices. It can truly be said that it is during the First World War when the terror of modern warfare became apparent on the world stage. It saw the introduction of many technologies which rendered warfare more efficient. It saw the brutal stalemate of trench warfare. And of course, today we have a growing recognition of the impact of post-traumatic stress on our soldiers, but unfortunately too many generations of soldiers from this World War suffered with that without proper recognition and supports. So later today we'll be asking everybody in the House to stand together and send a message to our federal government that if you stand up in this country and you pick up a helmet and you pick up a gun to defend our flag, then this nation owes you a debt of gratitude and ought to properly take care of you for the rest of your life. Canada's accomplishments in World War I helped us to become an independent nation on the world stage. I do want to acknowledge the many Manitobans who were part of this victory. Most came from modest backgrounds. They were farmers, laborers, recent immigrants, Indigenous people. One of my personal heroes, Francis Pegumagabo, as we well know, was one of the most effective snipers in the First World War. I also want to pay tribute to the many women who contributed to the war effort of Canada during World War I, serving as nurses overseas, but also in rallying home defense. There were women in this country who put on uniforms, who trained, who learned how to shoot rifles in defense of our homeland right here on Canadian territory. On a personal level, I would like to salute my mom's grandpa, my maternal great-grandfather, Grandpa Bill Avery, who served in World War I and who was gassed. In closing, to all the soldiers of all the wars, but perhaps most poignantly on this anniversary, those who served in World War I, we salute you for your sacrifice. In this hall of democracy, we can serve here because of the contributions that you made. Each day we benefit from the peace that you fought for. So I say miigwech, merci, and thank you.